The Federal Communications Commission is delaying new internet privacy rules that were supposed to take effect today. Those regulations were approved by the Obama administration last year. They would have limited how internet providers use and sell customer data. The rules would also have given consumers the right to stop those companies from sharing personal information with advertisers and other third parties. We reached out to Verizon, Comcast, and Time Warner. They did not respond to a request for comment. CBS News contributor Nicholas Thompson is editor-in-chief of Wired, and he joins us. Nick, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, what kind of data are we talking about here? What do these companies have?
They have everything, right? So the companies that underlie the internet, so AT&T, Verizon, Comcast, they know exactly what sites you're on. Because you're connecting with them on your cell devices, they know exactly where you are. So AT&T knows what room I'm in right now. They know everything I browsed in the green room. They know basically everything I type onto the internet. So what the FCC had done, those previous regulations, is they had said, well, if the broadband companies are going to sell that information, particularly if they're going to sell your health information or information about kids, they need to ask you. And that was the proposal, and that was what was going to go into effect today. And that was pretty strong privacy protection. But the new FCC said, let's not do that.
Why, Nick? Why?
Well, their argument would be we need consistent privacy regulations across the internet. And we should not regulate AT&T, Verizon, and Comcast differently from the way we regulate, say, Facebook and Google. We should not have weak regulations from the FTC.
And they can sell your information.
They can sell you. They have weak privacy regulations governed by the FTC. There were going to be strong privacy regulations governed by the FCC. Now, someone could counter and say, hey, well, why don't we have strong regulations everywhere instead of getting rid of the one place they're strong? The other reason is that the FCC traditionally has worked very closely with the telecom companies. It has seen their constituents not as the American people, but as the broadband companies. And that is a traditional problem. And it appears as though that may be a problem with the new FCC.
Do you think people realize how invasive the information? Do you think they know how invasive the companies are in getting our information?
No, I don't think
And why should we care about the information that they get?
Well, that's interesting, right? I think people have no idea the depth of the information that these companies have. They have everything, and our whole lives are online now. Everything about us we search in some way. Something feels wrong in our bodies, we type it into Google. The companies have that. But then the second part of your question, like, are bad things really going to happen if they have it? Well, we've had weak privacy regulations for a long time, and the sky hasn't fallen. Nothing terribly invasive has been done to me. So there is an argument you can make that actually, it's more or less okay.
So why do they want the information then? Why do they want it?
Well, they want to sell it, right? If they know that I've been looking for headaches and that they know that I've just bought a plane ticket or a bus ticket to Providence, they're going to try to sell me an ad for Advil at a store in Providence, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you get deeper...
I've been searching for jumpsuits lately, and now I get all these things with jump. Yeah, there's
they
jumps.
just come to you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just show up. So, I mean, should I be concerned about this?
I think you should be concerned. I thought we finally made a good step to protect people's privacy. I think fundamentally, the information that what you type and what you do online is your information.
Yes.
And if a company wants to sell it, they should ask you for it, and they should pay you for it.
Maybe even pay you for it, yes.
And that was what would have happened had these regulations gone into effect. The broadband companies would have had to say to you, hey, we'll give you a few extra dollars, we'll cut your bill if you let us sell your privacy information. And you could have agreed or you could not have agreed. Now, we've gotten rid of what I thought was one of the best steps to protect us online.
Okay, here's the statement. The FCC handles internet service providers while the FTC is responsible for the websites. And here's a joint statement. They believe the best way to protect consumer privacy is, quote, through a comprehensive and consistent framework.
Sure, comprehensive and consistent framework. Yes, I would like a comprehensive and consistent, strong framework. We are headed towards a comprehensive and consistent weak or nothing framework.
All right, Nick Thompson, thank you.
Always good to have you here.